Alright, let's do this shit. Alright, let's do this shit. Sorry, I'm late, but I kind of like had dinner, and like then I kind of like decided to stream. My mom was like, don't have dinner late. It's bad for your health. So I was like, fine, I will have dinner before streaming, I guess. So yeah. Alright, so yeah, I am late today, so I will probably not be drawing anything today, or maybe I will. I do not know, to be honest, because one, I'm like really sleepy right now, but I still kind of like wanted to kind of like hang out with you guys, and two is like I am kind of like itching to play a game. I don't know which one, probably Age of Empires. Alright, probably Age of Empires. So yeah, we will see, I don't know. Alright, so yeah, let's, okay, let me show you what I kind of like drew today, to be honest. Yeah, these are like kind of like old. These are the second ones. These are yesterday's stuff, which are fine. I don't know, man. These are today's stuff. Yeah, I drew these today, except for this one. Okay, this one we kind of like drew it like yesterday on stream. So yeah, except for this one, everything kind of like I drew this kind of like today. So yeah, I still need a bit more freaking practice, because I think over here I did it like really nicely, but over here I kind of like in the second one, yeah, over here and like over here I kind of like lost it. Alright, so yeah, I did these today, and also this one as well today, the last one over here. This one I also kind of like did it today. So yeah, so I did around like 5 figures today. It was very tiring, yes, because I've been trying to figure out the shapes and stuff. Okay, also I kind of like, you know, okay, I'm gonna do one more. Alright, one more. This time I'm gonna use some aggressive shapes, alright, and straight lines. Alright, let's try to do like one more. I'm gonna do like some aggressive shapes and like straight lines. I'm gonna choose a kind of like a difficult pose to kind of like draw a straight line on. Okay, so to draw kind of like make it like a shapy stuff on. Alright, so we'll choose a very difficult kind of like pose. Hold on, let me search for it. So mostly kind of like straight poses are like the difficult ones, because well, straight poses are well almost like straight, so they are mostly kind of like the difficult ones. Hold on. straight poses and like top down poses, they are kind of like the difficult ones. I don't know why, maybe because I do not have like too much practice with like top down poses. Maybe that's the freaking problem. Hold on. Yeah, I'm still searching. Give me a moment. Still searching. Okay, I have a hard pose right here. All right, let's go. We have a hard pose right here. Very kind of like difficult pose. That is what I needed. So maybe after this I'm gonna probably play a game or something, I don't know. Alright, let's do this. We have a hard pose right here. Also, yes, sometimes, alright, sometimes the AI kind of like stuff, alright, the AI references, it's wrong, alright, it's wrong. So if you're kind of like using AI references for like as a reference or drawing, like learning drawing, please do not use that, because the perspective might be wrong, the anatomy might be kind of like slightly wrong. Okay, mostly it's the perspective thing that is like wrong. It doesn't feel wrong, but technically it is kind of like sometimes it's like wrong. Alright, so yeah, because the camera doesn't always kind of like have an orthographic view, and most of these times in these AI generated images, like everything has a very orthographic freaking view. So yeah, nothing is ever in like perspective. I mean, it is, but still. Okay. Alright, there we go. I kind of like wanted to try this technique, like everything I kind of like do a curve, alright, so I wanted to kind of like have some straights and stuff. So yeah, wanted to go back to having some straights and stuff. Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. I think we have a good drawing. Only kind of like thing is like remaining to add her chest, I guess. So yeah, maybe I will add a smaller chest for this one. We will see. I don't know. I'm also trying out a new technique which like most animators and like most animators kind of like use. Animators and like anime artists use. Like they kind of like make lines like this. Okay, they join lines like this. Yeah, they kind of like create the shape like this. This is kind of like more simpler way than to kind of like do it like again and again and again and again, right? Kind of like undoing the line, I guess. Corn butterfly, sorry, I kind of like say your name as Corn. Sorry, my bad. I'm currently drawing a portrait while watching the stream. Thank you so much. Practice stream. And what's going what the frick is the full form of WSG? I forgot. No, it's not practice stream, it's just chilling stream, whatever stream, man. Also, what portrait are you drawing, Core Butterfly? Do send it on Discord once it's like finished, I guess. I think this may be a better kind of like technique that I kind of like used right now. Okay, I'm gonna make her into a Marin Kirigawa, right? Let's make her into a Marin Kirigawa. From Rent a Girlfriend, I guess that is the name of the anime. I haven't watched it. It's very famous in Japan, I guess. Okay, let me fix her face a bit, because normally I do not do like faces like this. I kind of like keep the chin. So my faces are kind of like different, a little bit different than the usual anime faces. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's make her into the Marin Kitagawa. I kind of like did her hair wrong, so I will kind of like fix it. A portrait of my friend. What's good? Oh, it's what's good. Yeah. Yeah, alright. What's going on or what's good, I don't know. Like, it's good. Everything is good, man. Holy shit. Shitting a lot over here. Like, struggling a lot with like drawings and stuff. So yeah. She was asking for a long time. Tonight I will finish it. Nice, nice. I'm trying to draw in Rembrandt inspired. Oh my god, Rembrandt is like my favorite artist, man. What's your drawing setup consists of? What do you mean by drawing setup? I'm just using this. Hold on, let me show you guys. Yeah, look at this. Hold on. Yeah, that's my drawing setup. That's the monitor, and that's this table. That's it. I think I kind of like showed this in my PC setup video, if I'm not wrong. I showed this in my PC setup video. Also, there is my CPU, and here are my beautiful feet and legs, and there is a bunch of stuff down there. You don't want to see it. I'm hiding an anime girl over there also. So yeah. Anyways, that's my setup. Yes, it's fine. It's fine. How you doing, Jonas Maggie? Oh yeah, you. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I thought you were kind of like a old guy saying hi. Sorry. I didn't know you were new. What program are you using? Oh, I am using Clip Studio Paint. Also, hold on, let me open up my better drawings. This is just practice that I'm doing today. Here we go. If I'm kind of like talking with you guys, then I should definitely open up my better drawings, I guess. Oh shit. Never got into anime. I'm cursed with Warhammer lore knowledge. Bro! Warhammer is W, man. I have a friend on my Discord who's a big Warhammer guy. So Warhammer is like W, bro. Always welcome Warhammer guys. Same, I use CSP too. Nice. CSP is the goat of all painting softwares, man. I mean it can't beat MS Paint, of course. It cannot beat MS Paint. That is very true. But still, it is the goat of all painting softwares. It is the goat of all painting software. All right, I'm gonna finish this and probably draw like one more, just to kind of like have some good practice with the process that I kind of like am developing. So I kind of like had a really interesting conversation with ChatGPT just now before streaming. All right, I asked ChatGPT, all right, what would happen. So this is a very interesting conversation. You guys gotta freaking hear this. All right, I do not normally kind of like use AI. All right, I do not use AI. Okay, I'm not gonna make her chest like too big, so I'm gonna make her chest really small. Hold on, first let me draw this and then we will talk about like what I kind of like spoke to ChatGPT. All right, there we go. This is really good. So yeah, I asked ChatGPT what would happen if kind of like the current working class system kind of like just decided to have 4 hours per day, 2 shifts, one in the morning, one in the evening or like afternoon or something. Okay, with 2 different kind of like people, like one shift per, like shift 1 is like one person and the shift 2 is like another person. All right, for let's say 4 maybe 5 days a week. All right, and would it kind of like develop and like benefit the economy and everything? So my question was that, okay, how will it kind of like change the economy and stuff? So and it agreed. Okay, so this system is being implemented in like many countries, like not many countries, like a few countries. All right, this system that I'm like freaking talking about. I haven't tried MS Paint. My laptop is too slow for it, bro. MS Paint is like the oldest painting software ever. You can kind of like download Windows 95 or like Windows XP MS Paint or something and just run it on your computer, on your laptop. It won't even freaking matter to the laptop. It can run on like any freaking software, bro. Okay, I have another image. It's kind of difficult but also not. So sorry, why the frick did I freaking minimize the software? Jesus, I can try installing old OS. Good tip, thanks. Yes. Sorry that I minimized the freaking software, man. So yeah, where was I? Yes. So this economical kind of like strategy that I kind of like asked ChatGPT, it is being implemented by a few countries. All right, it is being implemented by a few countries, and it kind of like boosts productivity in the long run, like a big time. For big time, it literally boosts a lot of freaking productivity because you are kind of like not tired because of the 8 or 12 hour kind of like work day. All right, also you are kind of like fresh. So the two kind of like shifts that we would have, so in the first shift, the person kind of like doing the shift would be kind of like very fresh out of the very fresh for work. All right, and in the second shift, the incoming person, whoever that is also gonna be very fresh, so they won't be tired. All right, so that not only kind of like boosts your productivity, but also kind of like benefits the economy in the long run. So that is a very suitable kind of like, let's say, strategy, or like a economic kind of like strategy, if you will. All right, this strategy that I'm like suggesting, like, it has been actually tried by a lot of other kind of like countries, by a few countries at least. And it is very beneficial in the long run. So the only kind of like downside is that the companies that you work with have to kind of like pay two people for doing the same kind of like job, but that's like, just, I don't know, that's like, most big companies can do that because they have the funding for that. So that is not going to be a freaking problem. Thus, if you do not have the funding, then just, I don't know, then just don't hire two kind of like two shifts at once. Just keep it like to a single kind of like shift, I guess. So that is like another fix, I guess. So that will not only boost the economy in the long run, but also will fix a lot of problems. So literally everyone needs to kind of like implement that. But you know, people are freaking stubborn. Okay, I am kind of like losing it. I'm gonna draw this again. Sorry, I kind of like messed up over here. I was like too engrossed with the talking stuff, talking about this stuff, that I kind of like forgot that I have to use a different technique. Oh my god, what the frick is that like? Alright, hold on. Let's take it easy. Let's take it easy, guys. Alright, let's take it easy. One at a time. Alright, there we go. Still might have to kind of like do the some of the curvy stuff, I guess, which is fine. So I wonder why isn't this kind of like system implemented in like almost every freaking country? It's mostly because like people are freaking stupid, I guess, and like stubborn. Like most kind of like people just live for freaking money, to earn freaking money, and they do not value like human life at all. So that is one of the most kind of like important reasons for this. Probably they just don't care about like human life. All they care is about freaking money. So they think that, so like everyone thinks that money rules the world, which is probably yes, but also no, because more than money, in my opinion, connections is what matters the most. All right, connecting with people, right, treating people nicely, right, treating people with humanity. I think more than money, that kind of like is more important. Money is important, yes, money is important for like living, yes, that is very true. I am not at all saying that it is not, but more than that, I think treating people nicely, living happily and peacefully with like literally everyone is what I think matters the most. I kind of like drew her shoulders a bit too wide in my opinion, which is fine, whatever, man. I don't really freaking care. Okay, hold on, let me try to fix the face. I am kind of like getting a bit hung up on the face. I think a country would require a very kind of like understanding and like very strong leader to kind of like make the change that I'm like trying to tell you guys, trying to say, I think. But like everyone is like freaking corrupt. So yeah, that's like not gonna happen at all, man. Man, what the frick is that? Frick is this hair, man? Holy shit. Whatever, man. Yeah, I kind of like lost it over here. I was like talking something important and then lost the drawing altogether. Still kind of like a bit rusty. I still need a lot of freaking practice, I guess. Yeah, still need a lot of practice, to be honest. But I don't know, man. I think now that the technology will kind of like change because of AI and stuff, everything will get like more automated and people will end up kind of like spending less time at work, I guess. Except for maybe drawing. Well, I mean, drawing is, yes, automated, but most people do not support it. Alright, shall we draw another one just to kind of like, I don't know, get in with the, yes, corrupt leaders, man. Fucking shit. I think I should draw another one just to get in with the flow, I guess, of drawing. I don't know if it will kind of like benefit me at all, but I should really draw another one. I really want to, you know, Android 18, fine. Android 18 has like really good shapes and stuff. It will be kind of like easy. I will draw Android 18. Fine. So I really want to draw, you know, someone who is like really has like no shapes at all, like very boring, All right, so yeah, that is one of the most, I guess, challenging ones. That would be one of the most challenging ones. Okay, let's draw Android 18. Alright, let's pick a very difficult kind of like pose. Still want to draw like those very difficult poses. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I am gonna choose a pose from the ones that I've like saved. Hold on. Alright, here we go. This is kind of like a difficult pose. Goddamn, man, holy shit. Can't even find a difficult pose. Alright, I think I got it. Sorry. Android 21, she's so dynamic. I mean, we can make Android 18 also dynamic, you know. So have you tried drawing in FR? Yes, I have drawn in FR. Jesus Christ, holy shit. Look at this. Look at this. This is in FR. That's freaking in FR, bro. Or any new Genshin guy like Maviuka. Oh my god, what the frick is that name? Yeah, that this is Inefa and this is the Noel kind of like drawing. Maviuka, I haven't kind of like drawn her. Yes, in a freaking T, alright. So Noel is like wearing a sundress, alright, her usual, but it's like a very kind of like casual sundress, I guess. Inefa is in a T, of course. Bennett is in a shirt, I guess. And then there is Amber, who is in a tank top and shorts. That's it. Y'all did not see this. Holy shit, man. What the frick? Hold on, let me bring my water. Alright, I'm back. Oh shit, I was almost about to fall down. Jesus. Alright, so I have decided to not draw the ones that I was like drawing just now. I will kind of like draw the most hardest ones that I have, just the poses. Like really fast. All right, really fast. Let's try to draw these like really freaking fast. All right, let's not try to kind of like draw like we have kind of like been drawing till now. All right, let's try to kind of like draw these like really freaking fast. All right. Mauika. Okay, that is the pronunciation. Mauika. So the V is silent. Yeah. It's called a frock. No, it's a sundress. It's the frock is like different. Yeah, you can call it like a frock, but sundress is more, I don't know, more powerful, I guess. So yeah, more a better term, I guess. I used to wear one when I was like small. Yeah, well, good luck with that. I had this cute little red frock with white polka dots on it. Yeah, those polka dot ones look really cool, man. I was a frock freak. I wore one when I was with my cousins. Hers was a red one, so I almost cried for a frock. Do you follow Ruan Jia's work? Hold on, let me search for her. No, I'm seeing this artist for the very first time. They have really good work, bro. Holy shit. They have really good work. They are probably Chinese. Yeah, Chinese artists are like freaking crazy. There is no competition to Chinese artists. Their art is like super freaking crazy. Holy shit. Their art is super freaking crazy. Chinese artists. So he or she has a entire section called as training on their official website. Jesus Christ, holy shit. I'm gonna share it on the stream right now. Lunar 99005. Well, thank you so much. He's really skilled artist. Yes, Chinese. He looks very Wolof inspired. Yes, I mean most of Chinese artists are also software developers. Well, what the frick is the relation with software developing and art? There is no relation to that. What the frick are you saying, man? He also uploads time-lapses. I watch it and learn from it. That is very cool. I used to kind of like upload time lapses, but I kind of like gave up, I guess, because I kind of like began streaming. All right, enough freaking shit chat. I'm actually gonna freaking draw really freaking fast now. I mean, at least attempt to draw fast. Don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try. Alright, first and foremost I'm gonna choose kind of like, okay, we are gonna go like sequentially, forget about the pose and stuff. Okay, the biggest mistake that I do is like not start with gestures, so I'm gonna start with gestures and like shapes. All right, yeah, there we go. Let's break this down one by one. All right, one at a time, because this is what is like needed to kind of like improve. Yeah, there we go. This is what I wanted, to be honest. Yeah, this one is like pretty difficult, a little bit difficult. Forgot the ribs over here, which is fine. Can draw them. Well, surprisingly, I can draw better boobies now because of all the practice. Also, when I'm like not thinking too much. So yeah, that is like another advantage to it, I guess. Yeah, this is far better than everything else that I drew yesterday. Alright, this is freaking far better than that. Holy shit. Oh wait, let me kind of like finish this since I've literally drawn everything except for the feet. Alright, there we go. Got him. I'm gonna keep her over here. And then we will draw another one. The last one will be the most hardest one. I do not know if I'm gonna even draw that, but it's fine. I mean, they are completely different things, and the fact that the guy is good at the other one almost entirely should ensure that he or she has no time for her. Yeah, that is true. 2 like 60-second gestures. Oh my god, bro, that will freaking kill me. I did not have enough sleep last night, so yeah, no. Yeah, these guys and girls are better than the people who do art full time. Definitely. I don't know, it also kind of like comes from the let's say mentality. All right, it also kind of like comes from the mentality, I guess. Like, for example, if you are kind of like stable in your life, like have like money and stuff in your life, then the art stuff kind of like becomes very very easy. All right, you don't get kind of like depressed and stuff, because that kind of like indirectly affects your art. Sorry, directly affects your art, not indirectly. So that is a big kind of like hurdle which I often face. All right, so since I'm like freaking broke, so that is one of my, I guess, struggles, I guess. So okay, what the frick did I do in the above one? I think I made it. I forgot what did I do in the above one. I made kind of like straight lines, I guess. Alright, there we go. This is much better than what we kind of like drew yesterday, man. Very fast, very simple. Okay, the 60-second one I used to do these, but kind of like I'm like drawing this, so this is like equivalent to that, if not kind of like even better than that. I will show you the 60-second ones. Hold on. I kind of like did not do them like yesterday and like today, I guess. I don't know if you have already kind of like seen it or not, but yeah, we used to do them like every single day. It's just yesterday and today I did not do them because I've been practicing this. There we go. Frick, forgot the boobies. Now my brain knows how to draw freaking boobies. It knows where it starts, it knows where it ends, it knows where it joins. It knows everything. Alright, 60-second poses, right? Hold on, where are they? But I might have to show you most of them, I guess. Yeah, here we go. These are 30-second poses. Now all of these are like freaking 30 to 60-second poses. Look at this. Look at this. The first one, hold on, we did 40 of these literally every single day. Hold on. Yeah, these are not 60 seconds, these are like 5 minutes or something. Yeah, these are 60 seconds. Yes, these are the first 60-second poses. Very, very cool. How long will this stream go? I do not know. I'm gonna draw like two more characters, I guess. Two more poses, I guess. Yo, definitely not Dav. Nice sketches you got there. What program are you using? I'm using Clip Studio Paint. This stream will go like, I don't know, maybe another half an hour or something. I don't know. I wanted to kind of like play a game today, but you know, I'm like so engrossed in this practice right now. Yeah, look at these poses, so freaking fluid. So freaking fluid. These are fine. Yeah, even these ones are like super fluid, I guess. Then I kind of like lost it, man. Alright, let's draw the next one. Yeah, this one is like difficult, super difficult. This one and the next one, super freaking difficult. There we go. Kind of like was like difficult to understand the pose and stuff. There we go. This is very reminiscent of like looking like Louis, alright? Louis kind of like makes such shapes and stuff. Very reminiscent of like Louis. She makes such kind of like sharp shapes and stuff. Yeah, very kind of like reminiscent of like Louis, man. She makes such very sharp kind of like shapes. Alright, last but not the least, this is the bane of my existence. Alright, this is the bane of my existence. This is the bane of my existence. Yesterday's most kind of like difficult drawing ever to grace mankind. And I don't even know where to start with this one, to be honest. I don't even know where to start with this one, to be honest. This is so freaking hard, swear to God. But we will try nonetheless. Let's not pussy out just yet. Sorry, I'm just concentrating. This one is like really freaking difficult, to be honest. So let me just, I don't know, concentrate, I guess. That's like a whatever face, to be honest. I don't really know how to draw that face. Okay, I'm gonna do the hand at the last because that is probably kind of like challenging, so I wanna do it like properly. All right, hold on. Yeah, this is the reason why this pose is so freaking difficult. Alright, there we go. Kind of like a decent one. At least I tried. You know, nothing too crazy. At least we tried a little bit. Very difficult kind of like pose. Very difficult pose. This is the most kind of like difficult pose ever, at least for me. The problem with drawing for friends is that they think realistic drawings are better than stylized and all, and they don't like it. Yeah, that is very true. That is very true. Until they see some crazy ass freaking stylized shit, alright, then they kind of like realize, no, realistic is freaking trash, stylized is better. Like literally every kind of like normal person things like that. Even my family and friends think like that, all right. So yeah, it's just normal kind of like thinking. So I'm worried about my drawing now as I'm changing the lighting. No, it's fine, don't worry about it too much. It's fine. It's fine. So I might make, okay. You all wanted like Android 18, alright, so I might make someone from over here, Android 18, possibly this woman over here. Let's try to kind of like make her into an Android 18 drawing. It's almost 12 p.m. I'm probably not gonna draw it like again. We will see, I don't know. I'll just, I don't know, modify it on top, I guess. Okay, what clothes do you want on Android 18? Do you guys want on Android 18? What kind of like clothes do you want on Android 18? Just her usual clothes? Or something else? I do not remember what her usual clothes were. Okay, I got it. Then she also has a jacket on top, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Mommy Android 18, alright. Y'all guys wanted it, so yeah, here we go. Mommy Android 18, let's go. Now I'm gonna kind of like try to sketch her. Alright, there we go. Alright, let me do her hair, I guess. Alright, there we go. Yo, there we go. Holy shit, this bitch is looking freaking super sick. Yeah, look at that. Holy smokes. This shit is freaking hot as fuck. Goddamn. She's 18 years old, by the way, so stop thinking that I'm sus. Alright, 18 years old, by the way. Very thick mommy. That's the reason why her name is like 18, because she's like above 18. I'm sorry, that was the freaking lamest excuse ever, but yeah. Wait, does she have any? Oh yeah, any details onto her coat? Still kind of need that, I don't know, fluidity, alright, in my lines. Other than that, it's like fine, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Hold on, she has some torn out stockings over here. Yep, there we go. Goddamn. I might have kind of like accidentally made her forehead a lot smaller, but it's fine. Alright, there we go. Goddamn. Our OG clothes. Have you read, watch, look back? No, I haven't watched or read look back, I guess. Super cool. Bye, good night. Alright, man. Goodbye. Good night. Thank you for, I don't know, coming in and like saying hi. I'm also done. So I'm also gonna freaking sleep now. It's 12 a.m. perfectly 12 a.m. Alright, yeah, there we go. We've kind of like finished Android 18 at 12 a.m. Her eyes are a bit weird, so I'm trying to kind of like probably fix them. Yeah, now it's fine. Sweet dreams, Frostine. What's up, bro? Didn't you who you were here? Alright, there we go. Still kind of like need some kind of like fluidity in my drawings and like some looseness in my lines and stuff. But for now it's fine. We did a lot of stuff today. Okay, I'm gonna put her over here with these girls. There we go. There we go. Wonderful. Alright, there we go. Got him. Alright, so tomorrow I am probably gonna kind of like create an entire scene. Okay, we are probably back to illustrations tomorrow because I feel a little bit like confident. Either illustrations or like create an entire freaking scene out of like memory or something and then kind of like color it. Alright, so yeah, probably I'm like feeling confident with the poses and characters and stuff, so yeah, so I'm kind of like happy with it. But I will try to kind of like draw a pose and then clean it up and like color it afterwards immediately. So maybe I will kind of like do that tomorrow because I am still kind of like not completely confident. So we will try to kind of like do that tomorrow, and then we will try to create a scene around it. So let's say something like this. We draw the character first, I mean the pose first, then clean it up and create a character out of it, and then just color it like you see over here, and then create an entire background behind it, I guess. Okay, but we have to kind of like plan everything beforehand. So the goal is to kind of like have like one character with the background and then color it all together. So yeah, that is my goal for tomorrow. Okay, at least one drawing I should be able to kind of like make it in like around like 1 hour or something. It is possible in like 1 hour if I do not get distracted too much. So it is possible because I have been like, my brain is like getting scared of like drawing, so I have to kind of like train my brain to make this very natural. Colors, I do not have a problem with that. I kind of like practiced the colors last year, like the whole freaking last year. Okay, so I am utterly confident with the color stuff, so I literally do not have a problem with any of the coloring stuff. The problem is with drawing now. So that is the reason why I'm like training myself, not only for speed but also for that confidence in my brain. My brain should not get let's say scared of like drawing. It is kind of like now scared of drawing, so that's why. All right, yep, that's about it. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, probably at like 7 p.m. all right, or something like this, like 9:30 10 p.m. or something, I don't know. All right, so yeah, so please do subscribe because I literally stream every single day at like 7 p.m. IST or 10 p.m. IST now it is. So yeah, thank you for joining and listening to my freaking bullshit, man. All right, goodbye, see ya tomorrow. It is. I am okay. Before I kind of like begin my videos and stuff, I am going to concentrate on this illustration and stuff. I just woke up in the middle of my sleep. Why the frick would you keep my stream on while you're sleeping? Jesus Christ, now go and sleep. Okay, so I'm gonna concentrate on my illustrations and stuff first before I kind of like start to freaking make videos and stuff. So I wanna, you know, as I said before, try to make like really freaking fast illustrations. So this is what I'm like freaking training for, and then transition it to animation. All right, so yeah, so that is my main priority right now. All right, so yeah, that is what we will be focusing. Anyways, yep, goodbye, see ya. I will not take too much of your time. These were some good freaking poses today. Yeah.